Yes, Uncle Joe. I've been making all kinds of trouble. Customers are leaving. There's no way they'll win that award. So, do you think I can leave now? Yes, I have the keys to the animal cages. I stole them this morning. But what if someone gets hurt? I can't. Yes, sir. I understand. I really didn't mind all the little pranks, but this, releasing the animals, this is wrong. But I guess I have to do what he tells me.
Well, howdy, young man. Do you work here?
Well...
Oh, of course you do. You're wearing an IncrediWorld t-shirt. Silly me. Well, keep up the good work.
Good work? But the place is a mess.
I don't deny it's not quite as tidy as it ought to be, but I can learn more here in one day than I learn on the Science Channel in a year. And I know I can trust what I learn here because it's from the Bible.
Oh, so you believe all that stuff too, huh?
Well, of course I do. The Bible is the one single book that changed my whole life. You see, I used to think that if I worked hard enough, was good enough, and went to church every Sunday, I'd be all set to go to heaven.
Well, weren't you?
Not a chance. Do you think you're good enough to go to heaven on your own, Sonny?
Well,
Well, that's what I used to think. But then someone showed me from the Bible that I was wrong. I wasn't good enough. No one is.
No one?
That's right. Just like everyone else, I've disobeyed God's commands over and over, and there's nothing I can do to fix it. But along with the bad news, there's good news too. The Bible tells us that God sent his son Jesus to live here among all of us imperfect and bad people. Now listen up, Sonny. This is where it really gets good. Jesus loved us so much that instead of letting us die to pay for all the bad things we've done, he died in our place so that we could all be free.
Free?
Yes, sirree, Bob. All I had to do was admit that I was a sinner. That wasn't hard. That I had broken God's laws and that I didn't want to break them anymore. I asked him to forgive me. And I've been trusting in Jesus' love and grace ever since.
And you're happy?
Happy am I ever. I know that I've been forgiven. And when this old body finally wears out, I'm going to heaven. And that will be the most extreme ride of all.
Well, that's, I'd better get back to work, ma'am.
Well, it's been nice chatting with you, Sonny. I spy a volcano that needs to be climbed. Sayonara!
She's lost her marbles. They all have. And I must be losing mine too, because with her all staying is starting to make sense. Uncle Joe says life came about by a series of accidents, but the more I look around, the more I start to wonder. It couldn't have just happened by accident, could it? Maybe I'll read this little Bible after all. Just for a few minutes.